Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. Namaste. We're very excited. We're welcoming Pundit Samavedula, who's in Orange County, California, has a beautiful temple there. And he's going to be joining us in August, doing a 3-day program here in Chadds Ford. It's a beautiful weekend with another pundit. All of you have written in some amazing questions. We've put them all together. We just were talking with Panditji and sharing them with him. We're going to start, just with kind of an overview. And then I know some people had specific questions, so we'll do our best to get to them if we can. And if you want, you can also write things in the chat. I'll monitor that and we'll look at that. So with that, I don't know if you want to give a quick little overview of Panditji and explain how you know him. And
well, first thing that comes to mind when I think of Punditji is world pundit, world renowned. There's so many different superlatives that, achievements and honors and the different places that he's been in the world. He's conducted yagyas. But I think one of the best things he used to do is just kind of share a story about Pundit, my relationship with Punditji. That kind of really says a little bit more than, all the different honors he had, right? And this was probably back in 2015. I met him in probably 2005 when I was working in Colorado, Boulder. We were doing events, spiritual organization called Humanity and Unity. And fast forward 2015, and I'm in India. I'm an Indian regional manager, and we're doing this big program in Yagya in Japan. And Japan was, at the time, they just had Fukushima. It had all the things. The mortality rate was really bad. There was really a worry about the future of Japan. And we had this great idea to bridge Mother India with Japan culture and help bring that love that was missing in the society there. And so we started to work with creating this Yagya, this event, this world event.
Mahayagya.
Mahayagya, right? And it's called a Mahayagya. Maha is grand Yagya, right? And we spent, I think, a year putting that together and traveling to India and looking at different sites. And we finally picked a site at the foot of Mount Fuji. And we didn't really realize the impact of Mount Fuji back then. And maybe Punditji did, but we were just trying to find a place in Japan that where we could fit everybody,
Don't tell them how many pundits and
right. And I started off in Kashi. Kashi Varanasi is like the Mecca for pundits. Pundits are priests, and they've been spending their whole life since the age of 6 rechanting these mantras. Many people think that mantras or the Hindu philosophy is a religion, but it's actually a Vedic science handle. And so, you okay there, Punditji?
Yes, I'm fine.
God bless you.
Anyway, we were kind of like trying to get together a group of pundits, and most of these pundits had never been out of India, and a lot of pundits aren't allowed to go out of India, and so we were kind of stuck, the organization, and how to put this together. And then we kind of talked, and we said we need to get Pundit Samavedula involved. And from the moment we got sometimes it's difficult to bring 2 pundits together. It's like bringing 2 conductors of an orchestra together at one time. Sometimes they want to do it this way, they want to do it that way. And we were like, okay, how is this going to happen? Well, it was very clear that Punditji kind of had the vision. He knew how to do yagyas in the other countries. He knew all the logistics about how to get all the materials to Japan. You wouldn't understand how many freaking laws there are about bringing in kumkum or these ingredients. And how to get 140 visas for pundits, and to do that project was such a huge project. It was just, he orchestrated the whole thing. He just took it by the reins, and he had the program, he had the cooks, and we had 140 people that we had to get through customs. And it was just amazing, the production, and to have the event itself, to coordinate it, to be a part of that at the foot of Mount Fuji was just extraordinary. Which brings us, well, it's just, I just want to bow to you for that great service that you've done and all the great yagyas that you've done. And when we met in 2017, we bought this house in 2018. We were like, will he come to our place? We really would like to do an energetic activation.
This property was very heavy. It was very, I call it maleficent dark. It was overgrown with ivy and there were no birds or wildlife. It was very sad. So it needed a lot of energetic support. And Michael said we should do a yagya.
So I wanted to bring Punditji here, and I'm thinking, I respect him. I need to at least invite him first. I didn't think he'd come. I'm like, well, I'm going to invite him. And he looked in his little,
He got our Jyotish chart.
He got a little crystal ball, his Joseph charts, and he said, I need to come. I'm like, oh my God, he's coming. And we had to fix a room up
In
for
2
him.
weeks, we
were
like mobilized.
Okay, he's coming, right?
Yeah.
But he could see what we were building or what we wanted to build here. And he could see what the energy and the importance of Philadelphia and as a heart chakra for this United States and for these times. And so we're just really want to hear some of his wisdom about these things. And we all of you have asked questions. And so we want to get to that too. But I wanted for Denise to share a little bit about how she met Punditji.
Yeah. I met Punditji. It was at a yagya on a beach in Naples, Florida. He was doing a yagya for Sama Lakshmi Devi, and it was a powerful, and actually it's the first time I ever saw Michael in the physical. He had come back from India. He was a brahmachari, and it like my heart, it was like the most powerful ceremony I had ever experienced. We were on the beach. Remember, it was an eclipse, Punditji, correct? Right. And I mean, we went all night, and it was a game changer. I remember after the yagya, I looked at my roommate and I said, can you still see me? Like, I thought I had disappeared. Like, I was so high in the energies. I thought maybe I wasn't still around. I kept looking in the mirror. So that was the first time I saw Punditji and was like, there's something here. And the second time was you were doing an installation of Mariama in New York. And Mariama is an incredible deity. She's a giant statue that lives up in New York. And
12 feet tall.
12 feet tall. And Punditji was there to do her installation and blessing. And I probably am not using the right words, Punditji, of the ceremony, but he brought her alive before my very eyes. I had never seen a statue or Murti breathe. And I literally crawled on my belly all the way. I was like, who is this man? And so I wrote Sama an email and said, I want to work with him. I'll do whatever he needs me to do. I want to work with this man. Fast forward maybe 3 or 4 years later, this is how the divine works. I then get assigned to Flower Seva, and I did the Paduka ceremony. And all of a sudden, when Michael says Punditji is coming to our house, I'm like, that Punditji? So, and I have been privileged to sit with Punditji, and thank you as a female to be allowed to sit next to you during these fires. For the past 6 years, you've had me on your right side, handing you the ghee, handing you the flowers, allowing me to do the chant, just being there with you. So it's been extraordinary. And you never know when you ask for something, what's going to happen. So, so you're all going to be able to receive that incredible, wow, look at that fire that just came up on Punditji's screen. Punditji, are you playing with me? The magic, he is magic. I will say that. So it's so great. So anyway, so I just want to get into some of these questions, and you can write them in the chat.
Let's let Punditji say a few words.
Oh.
Well, thank you. Namaste to everyone. It's a great opportunity. These things happens for a reason. That's what I believe in life. Instead of we choose into that, our nature chosen us to perform that kind of a yagyas in Japan or Naples or Mariamma. These things happens in a global, in the global plan. God has a plan. So maybe everything happens according to his plan, and I'm very happy whatever I have done since last 30 years. I'm in this field, and I sometimes I get surprised how I came to this country, because I never thought I will come out of India, because I was studying and I was in a small village. I never thought I will be able to, because everyone have the dreams. Nothing wrong to have the dreams, but the dreams comes true. It happens with the support of nature. And when I was a child, I was studying with my teachers and gurus, and everyone say, "Oh, America, America, America." So we thought, okay, America, one day we will be there. But dream is there, but the seed for the dream, I came out of India in 1995, but the dream for that was started around in 85, 10 years back. Because my grandfather told me when I was at 8 years or 7 years of age, long time back, he told, you one day you will be in the, you will be out of India. That's what he said. Basically, the meaning of that words are, when you go out of India, don't forget your roots. That's the words he used.
Mm.
So I'm trying to keep that same, wherever I go, the traditional values not to let go. Even though I'm meeting with many different kinds of people and different countries. So far, I have been to 32 countries on the same journey, same transformative journey through the Yagyas and Jyotish astrology. But always my heart is in India. So I enjoyed working with everyone, and especially Michael, as he mentioning, about the Japan. Every Friday we used to have a meeting, because as what he said in few words, 150 pundits and cooks and that and customs, in maybe that putting in 20 words, but the 20 words took almost 1.5 years of background work. And because of my busy schedule, sometimes I used to miss the meetings, but he used to make sure tomorrow we have a meeting. And that's somebody has to, it has to organize in the global form, in the plan. Everything has to relatively organized, otherwise nothing happens. So the nature wants us to do that, and we have done it, and we are proud about it. And it's a great journey, though. Honestly, I don't know whether ever we can be able to perform that kind of an yagya. But we are, of course, I have done last year also with 125 pundits in Los Angeles. And this year also, next month, from 21st to 21st of August to 25th of August, we are doing another Mahayagya.
We'll put that information in the link below and make sure you'll get it
That
out.
also 121 plus pundits. So it's all, nature needs it. And I enjoyed working with you both. And Denise, when I came to your house, of course, I see you from the Naples, I do remember. And but when I came to Philadelphia house, that energy, and I do remember those days, and I do remember you, how was at that time, and now the transformation is a big change. And of course, your community over there is a great community. Everyone enjoys and everyone involves with the programs what they get over there. So I really enjoy it. So it's a great journey, and I think many more years to come.
Yeah. So Panaji, just tell us a little bit about when we looked at the Jyotish, like why the weekend that you picked?
Can we-
I want to be, it's,
I know, but before we jump into the Jyotish or the weekend, just with some of the basics, like what is a yagya? What is a fire ceremony? Maybe you just explain some us Westerners are new to this, and so we're bringing this Vedic energies to the West so that they can see the transformation in their own lives. Like you said, there's transformation happening. So why a yagya? What is it about a yagya that's important for us to be doing?
If you ask Google what is a yagya, they will give you different opinions, okay? And if you ask AI, it will give you a different opinion. But the thing is, whatever my 2 cents of words about the yagya or answers to your question is the best of my ability to answer according to my knowledge, whatever I learned from my teacher. So I will start answering your questions with the small prayer. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Namo Mahadbhyo Gurubhyah. First of all, happy to all of you. Happy Guru Purnima. And yesterday was the day for the teachers. In the Vedic lineage, the Vedic tradition, the Guru Purnima is one of the very, very auspicious festival. All disciples celebrate this day as the Teachers' Day. And they offer their dedications and devotion, salutations to their gurus, their teachers. And it is a wonderful day because of those gurus, today we are living happily and prosperously and peacefully. So our salutations to all our gurus.
Yeah, thank you.
With that, because see, this is also nature organized, because Denise and Michael was asking me about this. We want to put this kind of in a talk show, like people will ask questions. It's a lot of people have questions, and it's better to answer them. So I said, okay, but with my busy schedule, with their busy schedule, nothing happened earlier, but it happened today, and right just after the Guru Purnima, which is that indicates our teachers' blessings are with us.
Beautiful.
Okay, now next, to come to your question about what is the yagya. As I said, whatever I'm going to be answering, it's best of my ability and my knowledge. Whatever I receive from my lineage of gurus, I will share with you. So here, about what is a homa or yagya and how do they work? If you understand that, I think that is what your question, right, Denise or
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Okay. A homa and yagya is an elaborate sacred Vedic ritual performed by trained Vedic priests or pundits. Like, when we do a homa or yagya, it is a group of mantras, chants together with the group of pundits. Or it can be done by single pundit also. As prescribed in the sacred Vedic scriptures, precises, like, the timing along with the intention are paramount. So ancient Maharishis and saints and sages have passed down this knowledge and the various procedures of performing yagyas to their disciples, continuing, even today also. So the yagya is something which helps to carry forward our karmas and neutralizing our negative karmas and create a positive karmas. In Vedic saying, there is a Purva Janma Krutam Papam Vyadhi Rupena Badhate Tachantihi Aushadhihi Danaihi Japa Homa Kriyadibhihi. The meaning is, whatever we do, the karma in our past life, it comes into this life in the form of vyadhi. Vyadhi means the problems. True translation of vyadhi is disease, but that disease is maybe health disease, financial disease, legal disease. This is our problems. Disease is a problem, nothing else. So how we can come out from that is the remedy. The best remedy is yagya. In olden days, like thousands of years in the Vedic times, they don't have a law system, justice system. They do, but they have a different way, and everything connects with the system of mantra and yagya and homa and the divine energy. That is the reason if you connect with the Native Americans, they do the fire ceremony. Fire is one of the greatest element to transfer our energies from this plane to the next plane. So the yagya is something which helps in our lives to neutralize our karmas and as well as create the positive karmas and influence in our life. And one more thing also in Sanskrit, they say, Heyam dukkha managatam, meaning is avoid the danger before it arises. I hope you all understand that. We know there is something is coming up, and how will you get rid of that problem? That is the word heyam dukkham anagatam, means avoid the danger which has not come yet. So how will you know the danger is coming? That is what the Jyotish is taken care. Jyotish is very important in life. Jyotish is one of the part of the Vedas. Jyotish is the face of the Veda. So that means it's Jyotish. In the two words, Jyoti is the light. Jyotish is something shows the light in our life is called Jyotish. So Yagya is that remedy to make it more more clearly to understand. You all can understand better way. Yagya is something like you go to a doctor, physician, and they diagnose and they tells you, okay, you have this problem, or you can tell them, okay, I have pain here, so they check on that area and they will find out what are there, and then he will write you a prescription. Without prescription does not make any sense to go to a doctor. So that means the yagyas are prescribed remedies by the divine rishis, divine saints and sages. And these yagyas works really when you do it in a proper and traditional manner. Did I answer that question right?
Yeah, you answered it beautifully. Thank you.
And completely.
Yeah. So people wanted to know how to prepare Punditji for the yagyas, whether they're coming physically and in person or if they're participating remotely, if there's a difference. But how can people prepare? What do they receive and what should they be doing leading up to the Yagya?
I think before that question, I think you asked me earlier one question about the date, right? Why did I pick?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay. So why did I pick up the date? The date is, again, who am I to pick up the date? We are all just actors and actresses in the hands of director. Honestly, in Hollywood or Bollywood or Tollywood, whatever they do, all these movie stars, they are just doing their job. And director is someone who tells them to do this, this, this. If the director tells them to cry, they cry. They laugh, they laugh. So that's exactly we are all doing. And director is the God. And the biggest platform, the stage is this planet, planet Earth. And we are all actors and actresses. We are doing our part of show. And our part is finished in that show, we exit. That is the way we have to look at it. And in the cosmic alignment of this date, as I said, today is yesterday was the Guru Purnima, the day for the teachers. From this day, what happens is the teachers, they start their sadhana, their meditation for the next 4 months. Because they don't talk to anyone, they just go into silence. And not only that, the month of August connects with if you connect into numerology, number 8. 8 represents by Saturn. Numerology, 8 represents by Saturn. And this year, Lord, the year of this present running year, Lord, is Mars. Okay, so it has a connection. So when I look at the Panchang, the Vedic calendar, and I felt the energy is needed over there at that time. So that is the reason I pick up the date. So it's a divine cosmic plan.
Explain what Saturn and Mars mean for those people that will not understand what the energy is.
Well, planet Saturn is something which connects with the health and problems and power, fight, and what you see, and Mars is that aggravate, right?
Aggravated. Mhm.
Aggravate that energy, the Saturn energy, because the Mars is the fighter, Mars is the warrior, Mars is the soldier, and Mars creates that what do you call that? That kind of that stress with the the people, everyone have that some kind of a scariness, and okay, I'll kill you, I'll kick you, or this kind of what in the world at present time, what you see, world is in very, very, very unsafe zone. I'm not just talking about US, world.
Yeah. So by doing the yagyas at this particular juncture, we're going to help mitigate some of those intense energies and
mundane level, yes.
Right. And lean into what we've picked: protection, justice, prosperity, right? More light in our lives by the programs that we've designed for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right?
See, the programs also what we pick, we will talk on that a little bit, but the thing is, the whenever we do this kind of a yagya, what happens is when we do the yagya works with the fire. Fire, when you offer, just if you can do a barbecue, and that is also fire. You can do a campfire, that is also fire. Fire is fire. Fire is an element. But that element connects with the energy of the mantra. And connects with the right ingredient, then that energy changes. Like, for example, if you put on fire, if you put a pot of water, water will boil. If you put in that water, if you put a lentil, it will make dal. If you put rice, it will make rice, right? So whatever you are putting that ingredient, it gives you that flavor, that energy, that result. So here in the yagya, when we offer the ghee and right ingredient, and it burns. When it burns, it creates the smoke. You all know that when does, anytime, can you see a fire without smoke? Without smoke, can you see a fire? Can you see a fire without? Both are together. Like, if there is a fire, there will be a smoke. If there is a smoke, there will be a fire.
And it is why we put our intentions into the fire.
To let it burn.
Yeah. And we say swaha for those of you who have not been, and it is so, or so be it, what swaha is, and so it is, right?
No. So swaha is swaha and svadha. There are two wives of Lord Agni, the fire.
Okay.
Okay. Now, who is Agni? The fire. He is a department of fire, basically. In the cosmos, executive body of cosmos, the fire is the one of the department who takes care of the fire department. Like, we have a world and we have a president, senators, congressmen. They have a different departments, water department, electricity department, this department, that department. So in the cosmos, in the global cosmic level, we have the executive body of the universe. There are 5 main rulers: Ganesha, Vishnu, Shiva, Surya, and Mother Divine. These 5 main executive, you may call them as an executive body for this universe. Under them, these departments works, like a department of fire, department of air, department of water, department of
Magic.
finance. Different departments works, and that departments we gave them in the way, not we. In the Vedic tradition, they call them with the name that is like a god: Agni, Vayu, Varuna, Indra. These different the departments they have. So now, what is this? How this fire works with scientifically? When you offer this ingredient, okay, and along with the mantra, because when you offer in the fire just a ghee, still it will burn. Without ghee also it will burn. With ghee also, ghee is a purified butter, it will burn. But when this ghee connects with the energy of the mantra, that smoke what releases from the fire has a different value energy. Like, and there has been a scientific research has been done. The fire, once the burn, the coal, the charcoal, they have a calorific value in the ash. That ash energy has been taken different energy with ghee, without ghee, with ghee and mantra. And the value and the energy of the ashes has different energy. And so when this fire releases the smoke into cosmos, so what happens? All the smoke is taken by these trees around us. And what does the trees do?
Transmit the energy, broadcast it out into the cosmos.
The normal smoke coming from the fire is, we all say, is a carbon dioxide, right?
Yep.
Is that right or not?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not a scientist. I'm just a pundit. Okay, but that carbon dioxide is taken by these trees, and what does trees gives us back?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. So that oxygen we are living with. So trees are the representation of the God of nature. Okay, that is one thing. And the Swaha and Swadha are two wives of Lord Agni. Whatever you want to convey to your husband, its best source is to go through the wife. That is anything, always the Shakti, the energy of the feminine energy is most predominant in the universe. Always. It is, whatever you want to do in the tradition also, if something has to be done by Shiva, always all the devatas, all the gods, they used to go first to the Mother Divine, and they used to ask her to, can you recommend? So the Agni's wife is Swaha. She takes, when we offer it this offering, through that Swaha, this fire is pleased and takes this, your intention, whatever your intention offering that offering, for example, let's say health or wealth or legal issues or whatnot, whatever you name
Enlightenment.
it. Whatever, yeah. So that sankalpa, that intention of offering will be carried forward to that department of the divine. Okay, this person is putting an application for this purpose. Can you grant? Then what happened over there? The God, once he receives this application, he will look into your karma account of karma. That is what earlier I said. Purva janma krutam papam vyadhi rupena badhate. This is the way the whole system works. Doesn't matter where you born, where you are from, America, India, Canada, Japan, Germany, doesn't matter. God is one and energy is one. Oneness is important. So diversity in unity is very, very important in life. Even though we are different of opinions, but we are all one. That is what the Vedic tradition is teaching. So when this offering goes to the God watches, look into your karma, and he will say, okay, this gentleman or this lady did this karma this time, this is good, this is bad. According to your karma, he will grant the permission of what you are asking, what your desires. Nothing wrong to ask God what you want, but God will give you what you deserve.
I love the way you explained how it works at that, like, architecture of the universe.
Of course.
And one of the things that I've noticed, from our perspective here on planet Earth, is we work with these elements. We're invoking the energies, right? And the energies, our bodies are starting to understand, are starting to respond. We're becoming more refined in our higher sensory perceptions to be able to sense these energies. But there's another layer, and that's what I love about the Yagyas, is behind the energies is the consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And that consciousness is personal. It's not, and it can be talked to and it can be felt. And that consciousness
Palpable.
is like Agni. It's not just a concept. Agni is a being. It's a consciousness. It's something that we can have a real relationship to, and we can embody those qualities. And that's what I love about what you're saying and about the Yagyas, is that we're invoking these presences energetically to be here. They're saying, yes, your karma is good. And then they're coming and they're giving of themselves.
Well, yeah, according to whatever the karma you have, as we born as a human, we all have a karma, either bad or good. So we don't know. Sometimes we do mistakes. We learn from the mistakes and we try to correct those mistakes. And karmically, we are all born. We are all connected. We are all, so this karma connection it plays a big role in life. Like, for example, we may have a big dreams, but if you have a big dream, at least you will reach one day to half of it. Okay, because you may ask to a bank 10 millions of loan, but bank will say no at front. It will say, okay, we will look into it. They will check your credit. They will check your ability. Okay, you asked million, but we will give you 10 million. We will give you only 1 million. But you got something. So this is the what karma is. This is the way the yagya works. The yagya you offer with your intention, and you do what it needs to be taken. Like, and of course, these yagyas, whatever you do, the procedure, how exactly a doctor gives you a prescription and you follow the prescription and you use the medication and you get the result. Same way, this yagya system works. And when this yagyas happens, you feel the results. Sometimes some people feels immediately. Some people, sometimes they feel in a different level, little maybe in a different times also. They may feel, they may not feel right exactly at that time. It depends on how sensitive you are with the in your whole your mind and body and soul, how sensitive you are.
I do want to preference too, in the offerings and the intentions, it's from your heart and a place of purity and a place of service and devotion. It is not, because you'll incur more karma, from a place of manipulating another or influencing free will, disrupting someone's free will. So it's a place of purity. And we've seen at Yagyas here, when there has been a discord energetically, right? And we've seen at the fire where you've had to work to kind of rebalance things. So really come here, and it kind of goes into how do you prepare, is really be within yourself, really check into your heart, really be, connecting into everything what Panditji was sharing and Michael was sharing is the purity of how do I serve? What is my service to humanity?
The best way to prepare for the yagya is day before and the day of yagya and day after. Keep it very sattvic lifestyle. Take it easy. Try to focus on your goal, why you are doing this yagya. Try to focus that goal and try and connect yourself to the next level of yourself. Yourself to next level of yourself. What is the next level of yourself? You are being as just a human, you are, but your higher level self is there's something inside within you, which there is something within you. You need to connect that yourself, that higher consciousness.
Yeah.
For that, you need, when your mind is occupied with 10 things, you are not able to focus one thing here in the right way. So that is the reason we recommend whenever the yagya is happening, especially when you're joining the next week, some in Philadelphia, either from if you're in person or you're watching from home. I think there is a live streaming is also there, I think.
Yes, we'll have that.
So, the day before, the day of yagya, and next day. So that means this is a 3-day program. If you are participating in 3-day program, start from Thursday till Monday. Just keep your time, focus on focus on your goal and take it easy. Don't try to keep yourself busy and try to live in a sattvic diet. What is sattvic diet? No alcohol. Try to be a vegetarian if you can. If medically permits, be a vegetarian, sattvic diet, and just think of positive things in your mind. Because you are doing on one hand, you're doing a yajna, and on another hand, you think about the killing someone. It's not you cannot balance that energy.
For me, what that looks like, it looks like sacredness.
Yeah, so you have see, the thing is, when you go to an opera, you have to wear a suit. There is a dress code, right? You can still, like this also, I can go to opera too, but they won't let me go in. right? I have to wear a suit. So there is a attire and ourself, the how we live those days also, it makes difference. So that is the reason we always advise people when, especially when I do the special yagyas, like a custom yagyas for people, we connect them, we send them a chants and then ask them to listen those chants. If some of you got any yagyas through me before, I don't know. So you have seen how I work. My office sends the recordings to you, the chants, and we are with the instructions how to follow and what to meditate and so on. So it's basically, and I think there are your question is what was the other question? The 3-day yagya, right?
Yeah, like people wanted to know of there's really 4 programs: Friday night, Saturday morning, Sunday evening, and Saturday evening and Sunday.
Yeah, like we have Bagalamukhi and Prachangira on
Friday
Friday
night.
night.
So what is the Bhagalamukhi and what is the Pratyangira? Bhagalamukhi and Pratyangira is one of the goddesses, one of the utmost powerful Mother Divine form of a feminine energy. And Bhagalamukhi and Pratyangira, both goddesses works with negativity. Like, they protects you. They gives you the success and protection in your life from nature, from enemies, from negative people. We are all living in a negative world. So we are all need protection, maybe directly or indirectly.
Yeah, so
definitely,
these,
because the thing is, your karma, how karma works, I'll just give you one sentence. Your money, wherever is spent, that karma connects with you, because in Kali Yuga, karma connects with money. For example, your tax dollar is used for killing someone, that is a negative karma. So you are not doing intentionally, but you are living in the global world. So we have to have a protection all the time, because sometimes by directly we do negative karmas, sometimes indirectly we do. Indirect karmas are not effective that much, but still we need protection. That is the way the cosmic world, the cosmic executive body works. So everywhere there is if you are doing an action here, there will be a reaction maybe 1,000 miles away. So it's all energy work, and that is what in quantum physics also. I think Michael can explain about that, how that energy travels and works.
okay.
So
I just want to say one thing. So some people are asking questions about colors. A lot of this stuff is in, if you read the full things that we've sent out, she's associated with yellow, the color yellow, and also white. So if you wear yellow or white, that's great. Yeah. So sorry about that.
the colors are, yes, you can wear anything. The best thing is wearing white, but of course you want to please a goddess Bagalamukhi, wear white, wear yellow more, because she likes yellow. So this is all our own comfortability, but of course yellow is her color.
So these Punditji is talking about different levels of karma. We're always worried about our own karma, right? And we're not really aware of how the global economy or global karma is affecting us. We're not our own communities, how it's affecting us. Like you said, we may go. I was in India when the Gulf War happened, and I was gratefully aware that I didn't incur some of that karma that was happening in America, going through the Desert Storm, whatever was happening there, because I was in India. And so you don't really know how your karma is being played out. But the reason why I preface that is because the yagyas, that's what it doesn't work just at a personal level. You do get the personal yellow, and you're going to be in that energy of the freedom that you get from having your negativity consumed and changed. But you're working at a community level for your community. You're working at a state level. You're working at a country level, and you're working at a global level. to work all these different karmas out, to purify all of them. And you're expanding your awareness. Like he was preferencing the trees and Mother Nature. Your consciousness is merging with Mother Nature because you're doing this type of work. And these Yagya programs will go not just when you create a vortex like this, a quantum vortex, it doesn't end on Monday. It's going for years afterwards. It could go 6 months, 9 months, a year. It could continue the energy for years afterwards. So it's a great service to be a part of a yagya at a collective level, not just an individual level.
So that was great.
Here is the purpose of a yagya or homa in life. Yagyas and homas use the law of nature to assist or reduce any tendency before it manifests. They work to reduce negatively while bringing support for success and fulfillment. For negative karma is counteracted, creating positive karma for the present and future. Yagya and homa, in combination with astrological analysis, are the most reliable and proven remedial measures to avoid danger and reduce negativity. Yagyas counter specific health issues, financial difficulties, and relationships, and many more in different levels. They also encourage protection support in person, business, or whatever the ventures you do in life, it can give you. So the Friday is mainly the Pratyangira and Bhagalamukhis for the protection. And Saturday, I think we are doing morning Rudrabhishek, right? We make a clay Shivalingam, small Shivalingam, 365 Shivalingams. And each lingam represents for each day, 365 days. And one who participate in this yagya, they will be relieved from their negative karmas.
And then on,
and it's a beautiful program. One small Shiva lingam will form into one lingam.
it goes into sacred geometry, a yantra.
Yeah, exactly, it's a yantra. And in the evening, same Shivalinga form will be, in the morning we are doing with the clay, in the evening we are doing with the light, the candle. The light again, each light represents for each purified soul. It's a beautiful, the light takes this energy to the cosmos. In the daytime, we are doing the Abhisheka, and we are in the evening, the energy, whatever we created in the morning, in the evening, we are connecting that energy through the light and let go into the dark. So the darkness from our life can go away.
Yeah, I love the energetic picture of taking clay, spirit descending into clay, into matter. Right? And when we work the process of divinizing it with our chantras and our sacredness, our reverence, our devotion, and then we infuse it with the soul light of the higher self, and we give it, and then we merge back into the cosmos, right? What a beautiful program that you've developed
the clay,
there.
Why do the clay? Clay is, our body is made with clay. Honestly, if you look into it, this is a earthly body. Everything evolves in the earth. Mother Earth has so much. So that is the reason clay. And then Sunday, I think we are doing
1008. Look, yep.
Mahalakshmi and Chandi Yagya. And Mahalakshmi is, and we offer with 1008 pink lotus flowers. It's, and some of you maybe were there before also. We did. It's a beautiful yagya to welcome and invoke the wealth energy into our lives. And Chandi is another thing, is for protection and prosperity and happiness and peace. So these all are very wonderful, beautiful yagyas we are, we are put together. And this time I'm joining with another colleague of mine, another priest also. So when two voice chanting together, you have a different vibrations. And please come in person if you can. And if you have any questions, anybody is writing anything in chat, or everybody is
Yeah.
We
Just
have all the,
We have the questions.
we have the
and you've
questions.
answered. I'm kind of going through. I do want, people wanted to know what was the difference between being a sponsor, an attendee, and a donor. You want to go through that real quick?
Yeah, and
Okay.
being remote versus being in person.
Yeah.
Okay. I always tell in my temple, regardless of your sponsorship, still you can attend the yagya. Okay. The reason is, what is the difference between sponsor and non-sponsor or just a regular donor? Three things. If you're sponsoring, that means you are writing a certified letter. You have a tracking number. You have a to address and from address and tracking number. I'm just giving you an analogy to understand you easily. If you are just a donor, non-certified letter, but you have a from and to address. If you're just a attendee, neither sponsor, neither donor, still your letter is there, but no from, no to address.
Thank you, Pundit.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you have a letter with no to address or no from address, what does postman will do? The post office. They don't know what to do with that. They will put it in the trash.
It knows to go to Santa Claus.
It knows.
It know.
We've asked. So.
So I think you got the answer, very easily. And not only that, why do we ask people to support and sponsor and donate? Because in this in this world, nothing comes free. And when we do this pujas, this yagyas, there is a lot of cost involvement, like a traveling, coming, organizing, flowers. So we are, this is all collective consciousness we are creating. We are asking people to join hands together so we can create a better society for us.
Yeah, thank you, Panditji. And someone asked, it was interesting, why do yagyas have to be repeated?
Wow, that's a good question.
That's a great question.
Why do we eat every day? We eat one day, and can we stay for 1 week? No, we need 3 meals a day. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that answers my question.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
You have to
I didn't have that answer.
You have to energize yourself. Keep energizing. You have a chargeable batteries. Once the charge is over, you have to put that, or your cell phone. You have to charge every day.
Yeah.
Just a cell phone, you have to charge every day. So think of your whole body has made with so many cells. Right? So how much charge you need?
There's also the fact that we have intentions, and we want to have these intentions manifest in our world. But having an intention, it may take a day, it may take a week, it may take a lifetime, but you don't know, but because of your karma, all the different aspects that are affecting your intention. And we're wondering, why isn't my intention manifest right now? Because you need that aspect of momentum. You need to charge it.
Definitely you need to repeat. And again, you don't need to go to doctor every day to see but you need to follow the doctor's advices. But you need to go at least in a year 2 or 3 times follow up, or maybe annual follow up. Right?
Yep.
So same thing, our life also goes, because we live in the society, even though we don't want to create any negativity for ourselves, but still we are captured some negativity in the society. So we have to cleanse ourselves. So that is the reason yagyas plays a most powerful role in our life.
Yeah.
And I think some people asking some questions.
Yeah. So I'm be getting them in the chat. I'm going to look at them. We're about at time, and I did want to say this. I will be putting a few things in the follow-up. if you do want a Jyotish reading with Punditji, he has openings on Friday and Sunday. Contact Michael. I'll put that information there. He can do that one-on-one for you.
You can look at your Vedic charts.
Your
and
Vedic
give you,
astrology
you know,
chart. So that's a one-on-one, and there'll be some
what needs to be
specific.
strengthened or how to avoid whatever's coming that you don't want to see.
Yeah, and we will definitely put the links for all this information as well as Punditji's website, so you can see his center. And someone asked, is there a difference between remote and in being in person?
Okay. Honestly, when you sit in front in person, you can enjoy more. Like, for example, I'll give you again analogy here. Watching a movie, go and sitting in a theater, and watching a movie sitting at your home. What is the difference you feel? Same movie, same enjoyment, same entertainment. But when you sit in a theater, you have a different feeling. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is exactly the energy wise, you are all getting the same energy. But when you join in person, your mental and physical body enjoys more. So you grab more.
You're getting the physical experience of it, right?
And my advice, if you're living close by, oh no,
Isn't
you
that
should find in remote. Yes. What is that?
Yeah, your internet just wavered there,
That might have been
Punditji.
our internet.
Yeah.
Well, again, the cosmic plan.
I know, they just said time's up. Because it's 1:03 and we want to be mindful of people's
No
time.
problem. So if you have any more questions.
Yeah, so there are no specific. Now we had a lot of people with specific questions, and we're going to direct them to possibly connect with you, like health issues and this and that. So, we know you prescribed some of those yagas, which I think you covered. We can
Yeah,
do
of course, if you want some personal consultations, you can book. And the thing is, when one-on-one, when you do the consultation, we do recommend remedies. And people, just I think this morning, I shared with you one of my client recently who wrote me a text message because we were doing a yagyas for his wife, and doctors wants all kinds of tests to be performed, and they came to me and I said, okay, wait, and then let us start doing this. And after 1 month, they went back to the doctors and they dismiss all the tests. So
I can say from my experience, my personal yagyas, Punditji, were a game changer. Amazing.
All energy at the physical level, all disease at the physical level can be remedied, fixed by the energetic level. It's because your body you're not moving the energy, and somehow it's stuck, somehow it's stagnant. And so working with the fire is one way to work with your pranic body, your fire body, your energetic body, to move the energy and to get to clearing any of the physical diseases.
So I just want to say thank you all for coming. I won't send this out in an email, but I'll post it on YouTube. So hopefully you can find it there. If you can't, just ping me or text me. And we will definitely share Punditji's information if you want that. And if you do want, we're happy to coordinate Jyotish readings for you on that. So we're so excited to have you coming, Punditji. It's going to be an amazing program. I all of a sudden, my mind's going, how are we going to create all these clay Shivalingams between Friday night and early Saturday morning? But
how are we going to open up 1,008 lotus?
1,008 lotus rose. They literally have to be open like that morning.
Sunday morning.
So they can't. So it's really beautiful. We do it all in the meditation room and we chant, and it's in silence. And when you open those lotus flowers, it's like
there's a bonding that happens. There's a bonding that you don't get. Maybe you get it in sports when you win something, a championship or something, but there's a bonding that happens when you put a program together and you serve to create the program. And then you got a great maestro like Pundit Samavedula giving you the directions. There's just a bonding.
No,
that happens.
our karmas are like closed like a lotus. When you opening that lotus, each lotus, you are opening up your karma and let it offering to the nature. So that is the beauty of the opening of lotus. So it's come and join and help us and be blessed and bless me too.
When was the last time you did this 365 clay Jyotirlingas and clay tea candles?
We have done in Japan, and we do every now and then. We have done 1,000 and 1,000 clay lingams also.
You did at the Mahayagya.
In Mahayagya, we did 1,008.
Yeah.
But
these are really unique.
Like, these all are unique space. It's each clay lingam represents for 1 day of a year in 365.
Yeah.
And we do 1,000 lingams representation of Mount Kailash.
Crown chakra of the planet.
Yep.
Maybe 1 day in Philadelphia, if all people want, we can do a Mahayagya over there if enough support.
We would love that. We would love that.
All right, Punditji. Well,
With
safe
130
travels.
plus beats.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you all very much. Wonderful.
Sahana bhavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryangkarabhavahai, tejasvinamadhitavastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you.
Much love, everybody. Thank you so much.
See you August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Yeah.